Hey mamas, it is Kylie here. I wanted to pop on. I'm all bundled up. We're at the park right now, but I wanted to pop on because I wanted to talk to you guys about something, and that is just kind of going on with my journey of telling you guys about my own mothering journey. And a few days ago I posted about how I was going to all the mom classes and seeing and hearing from moms how they're comparing their babies. And so today I really wanted to talk to you a little bit about this concept that you really need to listen to healthcare professionals and everybody else that is part of your support team, but really focus on what resonates with you and what is in line with your values as a family. Because I can tell you right now that in my experience, even pediatricians don't always give the best advice. They don't always know all of the things, and we think that they do, and we hold them in such high regard. And even, you hold dentists and lactation consultants and all these people in high regard because you assume that they know exactly what they're talking about, and that they know you, and they know your baby, and they know your family the best. And so you must follow their advice. But the truth of the matter is that you have to do your own due diligence of finding a provider that resonates with you in terms of what information they share, but also just trusting your own instincts. And I wanted to give you guys an example of how this has come about in my life. And when my son was little, when we moved to Toronto from New York City back in 2016, I remember there was a period of time when he was having really bad diaper rash. And we were trying to figure out what was causing this diaper rash, and also eczema. He was having this random eczema. And just from my own natural wellness background, I knew that the eczema was likely coming from something going on with his gut. And so something that he was eating, or that I was eating, and then giving to him through my breast milk. And one of the things that I was taking out was dairy. So when we had our annual checkup, or not our annual checkup, but one of the well baby visit checkups with our family doctor at the time. So we were still looking for, we were still looking for a pediatrician at the time. And when I told my family doctor that we had taken dairy out of my diet and my son's diet, because he had just started solids, she literally had this gasp of like, oh my God, why would you do that? Where is he gonna get his calcium from? And I looked at her and I was like, are you kidding me? Dairy is definitely not the only source of calcium. I was like, what? I didn't say this to her, but inside I'm thinking, what in the world do they teach you in medical school? Clearly not very much about nutrition. I was flabbergasted. I don't know if anybody uses that word anymore, but I was flabbergasted. And that was the last time that we ever saw that doctor, because she showed me exactly what she didn't know, and I lost confidence in her. So I wanted to bring that up because that happened to me then. I've also heard moms who have gone and asked their doctors, or asked just a random lactation consultant, or asked their dentist or whoever to check and see if their baby has a tongue tie because there's something going on with their latch. And literally the doctor just looks in the mouth and is like, nope, I don't see anything. You're good. Meanwhile, the baby actually does have a tongue tie. Maybe it's a little bit more posterior, or there's a lip tie, or there's something else going on. And had they done a full check of the mouth and the tongue, they would have found it. But this is the problem. Not all doctors are qualified to check for the tongue tie specifically. Not all dentists are qualified to check for the tongue tie. Not all lactation consultants are the same. So really, making sure that you're doing your research. And I'll tell you that internationally board certified lactation consultants do have the training required to actually diagnose tongue ties and whatnot. I am not one of them, but I often refer to them, and I have lots of really fantastic ones that I refer to. But I just wanted to give that example. I've also heard mamas who go to the doctor and the doctor's like, oh, your baby didn't crawl? No worries, that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not that important. It's fine if they went right to walking. Meanwhile, no, crawling is very important and we don't want to skip it because it leads to so many additional skills. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, pediatricians and healthcare practitioners are not the end-all be-all of knowledge. Yes, they have their expertise. Yes, they have very specialized knowledge. But I want you to trust your gut. Really slow down, pause, and say, okay, does that resonate with me? Have I heard other information that contradicts that? And what feels good for me? What is my instinct? What is my mama instinct telling me about my baby, about my health, about my baby's health, about my baby's development, about my baby's sleep? The amount of times I have heard pediatricians who say, oh no, you're not allowed to bed share, or you read it in research articles and you see all sorts of people saying, oh no, bed sharing is very, very dangerous. You better not do that. Meanwhile, that is the norm in most other parts of the world besides here in the Western culture that we have here. Breastfeeding to sleep, nursing to sleep, totally biological. However, you will hear that it causes bad habits. So I want you to just take all of these things with a grain of salt, and I want you to think, oh yeah, that resonates with me. I like her approach. I like her or his, view on these things. And same goes for the things that I say, right? And I tell the moms that I work with all the time, that come to my Babies at Play classes, that I work with one-to-one support, I say, you know what? From what I am telling you based on my knowledge, based on my observations and clinical analysis of what you're going through, take what resonates for you and leave the rest. If you're like, okay, I really like this thing that she said, but I'm not really on board with this other thing that she said, totally fine. Because guess what? You are in control of your family. You are in control of your baby. You are the one that is the expert for your specific situation. So I want you to start trusting that you know what to do. Trust yourself and trust your baby. And this is something that is a big part of my motto, of my mission, is to empower you to find those mama instincts, but trust those mama instincts. And so if you like my approach, if you like my style, if you are resonating with what I am saying, then please, please, please stay in touch and get on the wait list for my Holistic Mama membership, because this is where it's at. This is where I am giving my heart, my passion, my knowledge, my love, and as much support as I can possibly give to you. And I'm keeping it cost effective so that literally mamas all over the world can benefit. So I will post the link if you just head on over to my link in bio on Instagram, but I'll post the link under the video as well. And I hope to see you guys soon. Doors open again on September 30th. See you soon. Bye for now.